Hello, I am Kaci Brown, and I am thrilled to welcome you to the Amplify My Impact podcast. After years of consulting and managing programs for some of the top entrepreneurs, CEOs, and marketers in the industry, I am on a mission to expand our contribution, to grow, scale, and create more so we can do and give more. This podcast celebrates entrepreneurs who are boldly stepping up to own their calling, expand their influence, and stretch outside their comfort zone, who've decided to stop playing it small, pick up the mantle of contribution, and serve at a higher level, to lead by example and light the way for others. If that's you, then get ready to amplify. There's a fire that burns inside your soul, and we're going to ignite it into a roaring blaze of unstoppable momentum. Hello, I am Kaci Brown. Welcome to Amplify My Impact, and today I'm going to share with you guys a little bit around how Amplify even came about and why we are launching the Amplify coaching program and why I have such a huge shift of purpose and momentum. And to do that, I need to take you guys back to October of last year, October of 2019. I was mapping out an 8-week program that I had called Amplify. And within this 8 weeks, that was actually going to be 12 weeks because part of the Irresistible Offer Stack was going to be an additional phase of 4 weeks supported through organic to paid traffic. And as I went through that, I realized there is a gap and a component missing between traditional courses, the way that we are used to receiving them and going through them, not only as a consumer of courses, but also as a coach. Because on the flip side, as a course creator, you want people to succeed. You want people to make it through. And to do that, there's things and roadblocks and technical issues and our own self-sabotage. Like there's such a slew of obstacles that get in the way of finishing. And, I think the latest in data is less than 10% of those who purchase a course actually finish it. And for me, that just wasn't good enough. I didn't want to put something out there that the sales page was beautiful, the offer was irresistible, and created this hope for someone to be able to really create something to change their lives and to impact those that they wanted through their products and services. But just the thought of only 10% not making it through, I just felt like that was too big of a gap, like I was leaving too many people behind. So I had an opportunity between some travels where 4 days were open in the space of me going to San Diego for 2 different events. So I was talking to Jorge about this, told him that I had 4 days, and it was interesting because his first thought was, come on up to LA, and at that point in time, it was October, so there were haunted mazes everywhere, and he's like, we'll just go through the haunted mazes and it'll scare the bejesus out of you, which I think for him is always fun. But for me, I was like, why don't we take those 4 days and we'll do the retreat, and we'll take the people who come to the retreat to the mazes. So that to me was an excellent plan, and I got to work and called Nick Fitzgerald, and he came to do the video because the whole vision of the 4 days was to compress time, to take these 4 days and not focus on learning new material. Focus on honing in their message, who they're going to serve, and creating a framework to serve them within. So within these 4 days, it was all focused on professional video, presentation, and marketing assets. So day 1, we dove right in. It was an implementation type of workshop. The only teaching that was done was really to pre-frame what the exercise we were doing and the purpose of it for when they prepared their framework to make their presentations to the group, for Nick to mic them up for the professional videos. And within that 4 days, it was absolutely incredible. The clarity and the momentum and just the strength and boldness in messaging. And not only that, but we didn't even work all day long. We saved the evening for going out and doing fun things. We did do the haunted mages that did scare the bejesus out of me. We visited Not Scary Farm. We had wonderful dinners out at the Universal Studios area. We went to, what did we do? We did a taping of Last Man Standing with Tim Allen, and we just enjoyed being together. We masterminded at breakfast, we prepared our meals together, we talked through lunch, and we just worked. We implemented everything that they had already known inside them in their area of expertise. So, of course, that was just such an incredible experience, not only to put priority on building relationships and creating those professional marketing assets for them to be able to leverage to scale their business, but it showed us what they were really capable of in 4 days. So within those 4 days, it was essentially 6 months worth of work, and it was really incredible because it was guided. Any roadblocks that came up were right there taken care of, and in a continual momentum moving forward. So it opened up the conversation between Jorge and I. What would this look like if we transitioned this idea of implementation, accountability, and action into what we teach within the coaching program? And that's pretty much why we are talking today about the Amplify coaching program. Because for me, it was a huge opportunity to serve the market that were literally banging their heads against the wall, working on and trying to launch something that they know produces results because they've been through betas, or they're currently serving through an agency or a one-to-one service infrastructure, and they just haven't been able to scale it for whatever reason, whether it is truly mindset or publishing or not knowing, or just life in general, thinking that they just didn't have the time. And being able to condense time for them and help them overcome not only those roadblocks, but get the systems and teams in place to be able to move them forward at that same pace that we were able to do within that 4-day window. And that's how the Amplify coaching program was born. And it's definitely unlike a lot of the other programs out there where it relies heavily on group or a ton of resources like buried in hours and hours and hours of video libraries. It's not so much about learning new strategies and tactics. It's applying what they do have, what proof of concepts, gathering those testimonials and organizing it in a way to scale. And week after week after week this is what we're working on. This is what you committed to. This is how we're going to achieve it. Incredible accountability, clear action steps forward, and just in an open communication environment, that one-to-one communication where as soon as you get stuck, you have someone there to push, pull, or drag you forward. And for me, that made all of the difference. Through my growth, I was really, really, really fortunate to have a lot of people around me that were going through the same growth phases in their business over the last couple of years. And we would recognize it in each other and be able just to talk and to listen and to provide that courage and that clarity to leap. And that's really the environment that we wanted to create for these entrepreneurs and growing business owners that really do have an incredible product and service to get out into the marketplace. But many times it's honestly, they're in their own way. They don't have the team or the systems or the resources in place to be able to scale and deliver their results at the level that not only will translate to the income that they want, but to make the impact. So I am absolutely such a marketing nerd, and I love to see the big picture and put everything together and see where the gaps and opportunities lie. So what we're doing one-to-one is we're mapping out the big picture long-term strategy and essentially reverse engineering it into each and every action step to minute detail that coordinates between the publishing, the nurturing, the email sequences, the chatbot, which platform is best for them. There's definitely some frameworks and formulas that work, but it's not a one size fits all. And I think there's just a lot really, really, really loud noise and distraction in the marketplace that someone trying to navigate this road on their own can really start to drown in or be overwhelmed and just not know which is the right step to take for their unique business and their personality type and the type of lifestyle that they want to create for their family. So there's a ton of things to take into consideration, and that's what we do. That's what lights us on fire, and that's what I've been able to do with my clients in the agency over these past couple of years, is to look at what they've built and figure out a way to scale it. And it's incredible to be able to offer this to other entrepreneurs at the level that we're able to, because internally in the agency, we have some clients that spend, upwards to $4,000 to $6,000 a month just for the strategies and implementation and management of the paid traffic and coordination with their team. And for us to be able to offer what we're doing for the exact same strategies and road mapping, just not running the traffic in the group program, it's really, really so exciting to be able to reach more people, to work with more entrepreneurs, and to make a bigger impact beyond just what we could do in the agency. So that is a little bit of the backstory and why I am so passionate about the Amplify coaching program and where we're going with it. It's opened up a lot of opportunities on different levels and negotiations for other opportunities within the agency for current clients and beyond. But I won't get into those right now. I'm just so incredibly thankful for the dialogue and the opportunity and just being able to serve not only in this capacity, but the many, many doors that this vision is going to open for us in the future. So that is it I wanted to share with you guys. If you know anyone interested or looking for that one-to-one support for growing and scaling their business this year, please definitely get them in contact with us. Schedule a call with the team, and we would be happy to help them navigate this growth phase in their business with a lot less stress and a lot more clarity. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I hope you've received value, encouragement, and exactly what you need to help keep you in momentum to grow and impact the world around you. Big or small, we all make a difference. Thanks also for subscribing, downloading, and leaving a review. This helps us reach others who need this message in their life. If you know anyone who would benefit from this podcast, please share so you and I can help more people boldly step into purpose. It is my heart's mission to help and encourage others. My internal belief that a rising tide lifts all ships. So much of what we talk about on the podcast is leading with value and building relationships through service. So we've created a collection of resources for you to continue growing, whether you are just getting started or ready to scale your business. Visit amplifymyimpact.com for show notes, downloads, programs, and more information about how to directly work with our team to amplify your impact and change the world.